My parents always told us growing up that we have three senses in our family: a sense of self, a sense of community, and a sense of humor. And I wanted to bring all three of those senses to bear on the stage for HBS. You can learn a new way of being from every person you encounter. And what better place to start thinking about your leadership qualities than what you've learned from your own family? My dad was the most self-actualized person I've ever met. For me, the leadership lesson from him was deeply knowing yourself will make you a much better leader and a much better manager. My mom, she can get along with anyone, anywhere, from any place at any time. My oldest sister, Alex, is open to the world in ways that I had never considered before. And then my sister, Casey, anything that passes through her lens of what is right and wrong has a clear answer. I went to University of Virginia for college. I was a history major. I joined McKinsey right after school. And so in many ways, I had the crash course of business knowledge on the job in the real world. During my time at McKinsey, I learned what I would call a very specific language for problem solving. You're always learning a new language. And that's both the actual words you use and your exposure to concepts and ideas that you weren't exposed to before. I then joined a startup and learned another language. And I wanted to come to HBS to learn yet another one, so I could bring the textbook knowledge of business and a really solid foundational knowledge to any problem that I face going forward. The experience of sitting and listening and thinking very intently is something I want to take with me forever. That my opinion is maybe not the most important thing in the room. My ability to hear other people fully, to listen intently, and to hopefully synthesize something that's smarter than I could have come up with on my own. That's the skill set that I think HBS has demonstrated for me. Several classes and several class sessions in particular have really stuck with me as clarifying moments in the type of leader I want to be. One was a January term, The Spiritual Lives of Leaders. That class expanded my mind in a number of ways and really opened me up to faith traditions that I didn't know about. And there was one class session in particular where Ned Friedman, the president of the Arnold Arboretum, came to speak to us. And he gave an hour-long presentation about trees. And his thesis to us was, you should visit the Arboretum in the winter, and I'll show you why. So that class, I think, has changed my life. I think my eyes are open in a different way. When I graduate, I'm moving back to New York City. I'll work there for the summer, getting a really deep experience in the restaurant industry. Then I'll return to McKinsey and build out my managerial toolkit. And eventually, I'd like to open my own restaurant in Brooklyn, serving mostly plant-based, delicious food. Just like many of my classmates, I'm figuring it out every day. And part of the joy, I think, of post-HBS will be that we have so many more people to lean on to help us make the big decisions and stay true to what we actually want to do.